Hey everyone, and welcome to Boss Advisory. Today we're going to talk about psychological facts and tricks that made me my first million. 7 Psychological Tactics for Wealth. Most people don't realize being rich isn't easy. Sure, some inherit millions or win the lottery. A 2017 survey indicated that 88% of millionaires are self-made, and only 12% inherited their wealth. Therefore, most successful people work hard. Their accomplishments goes beyond hard effort. Millionaires use secret psychological tactics to earn and save more money. In today's video, I'll discuss 7 psychological tricks to get rich. Trick number 1. Make small choices. Rich people recognize that modest choices can have a big financial impact over time. Money saving with any amount can motivate and empower you. With just $5 a day and 10% compound interest, you can save $1,885 in a year. If you perform this for 40 years, you'd have $948,611, a big amount of cash to have on hand. In addition to building a large financial nest egg by making tiny positive choices. Daily saving creates a sense of financial control that many people lack. You can't control many things in life. You can't manage the economy or job market. It's easy to get disappointed when things don't go your way. To avoid feeling defeated, choose something you can control. Saving is a start. Charles Duhigg, author of The Power of Habit and Smarter, Faster, Better, says motivation is triggered by making choices that demonstrate to ourselves that we are in control. It's not about saving $5 or paying off $25 more in debt. This psychological technique is effective since you're making the decision in the first place. Trick number 2. Don't trust yourself. The rich know that no one is flawless. Alternatively, rich people are more self-aware than poor people. Therefore, they avoid self-sabotaging. Automatic deductions are one method. For the rich, earning money isn't a problem, but saving is what prevents them from building a large net worth. Even the most responsible people can be tempted to spend when given the chance. Therefore, they like to save automatically. Here's how automatic deductions operate. A percentage of your paycheck is withheld from your main bank account. People set up savings accounts that send money to wealthy people. They restrict their access to this savings account to ensure that the money designated to this reserve can't be squandered, increasing their savings pool. Trick number 3. Imagine your future rich self. Rich athletes, actors, and entrepreneurs share more than just wealth. Visualization unites them. Successful people say you must visualize reaching your goals before you can do so. Some folks can't look beyond the present, though. Spending $5 on a Starbucks coffee seems insignificant. Every day, millions of Americans spend their change on caffeine. For individuals who want to get rich, that $5 can be crucial. A rich person considering spending $5 on a quality coffee might evaluate its future cost. $5 today will be $100 when you retire. Considering the purchase this way may change your mind. The rich constantly ask themselves if their spending selections correspond with their future rich lifestyle, but the poor don't. If you believe visualization is new, think again. Napoleon Hill's 1937 classic Think and Grow Rich lays out a step-by-step approach to connecting imagination with action. Millions of individuals has used this technique effectively. The first stage, according to Hill, is to decide how much money you want and when you want it. In 1990, Jim Carrey tried this. When he wrote himself a $10 million check for acting services rendered and post-dated it for 1995. He allotted himself 5 years to become one of the Hollywood's most successful performers and cashed the check he'd given to himself half a decade ago. After making these statements, Hale suggests determining what you'll provide in return the money. Hill proposes visualizing a prosperous lifestyle every day until it comes true. This strategy programs our unconscious mind to uncover financial answers and help us see resources, people, and events that will help us attain our goal. Trick number 4. Sleep on major purchases. Sleep reduces stress, boosts memory, and happiness. Most people don't understand it can aid with financial decisions. Sleep can be a money-saving technique. First, lack of sleep impairs decision-making and increases risky financial behavior. So, you might buy an automobile you wouldn't typically buy. Sleep lets you consider large purchases. Taking the night to sleep on significant purchases permits your unconscious mind to assimilate the information while you dream. Trick number 5. Only spend cash. Next, wealthy people only spend cash to get wealthier. You've probably seen someone pay for an expensive item or dinner with cash. Your first impression? This person was showing off. This may have been planned. Whether buying food or a new phone, spending cash highlights our financial impact. As we pay, we see the money in our wallet deplete. With a credit card or debit card, spending is practically limitless. Coupling is part of why spending money hurts. When buying with cash, the price is immediately known, which might be terrible. When someone pays with a credit card, they have time before they have to pay, which makes the expense appear less essential. How much more does credit cost than cash? MIT studied cash versus credit spending in 2001. Credit card users spend up to 100% more than cash users. Cut up your credit cards and start carrying more cash to control your spending. Trick number 6. Calculate the cost in hours. If you make $20 an hour, buying a $100 t-shirt takes 5 hours. The rich question themselves if an item is worth the time it took to get the money to pay for it, or if that t-shirt is worth 5 hours of effort. When you view your purchases in this way, you'll value your money and time differently. This mode of thinking can be utilized to evaluate purchases and spare time. Time you are working on your job or on your business are productive hours. But what about free time? Have you ever calculated how much money you're losing by at least scrolling Instagram or Facebook? In 2018, the average social media user spent 136 minutes or over 2 hours a day on social media. If you make $80,000 a year or $40 an hour, browsing through Facebook for 2 hours a night costs you $80. Whether you're buying something or deciding how to spend your time, remember that everything has a cost. How they regard these resources divides the rich from the poor. Trick number 7. Use the stranger test. You enter a store and find a shirt you like. You should consider how much time you're spending on that $50 garment. Before bringing out your wallet and making the purchase, you should do the stranger test. Let me explain the stranger test and how it works. Imagine a stranger. They provide a t-shirt and $50. Choose one. In most circumstances, cash is more enticing than the item. If you take this strategy often, you'll start choosing cash over the item, which hardens your attitude against extravagance. I have here with me a financial success bonus technique. All the previous strategies will help you earn or save money practically. Rich people believe getting rich is a natural right. Self-confidence is a key to wealth. How Rich People Think author Steven Siebold studied hundreds of self-made millionaires and found that world-class thinkers believe they have the right to be rich in a capitalist country. After hundreds of interviews, Siebold determined that it wasn't a lack of desire that kept people from becoming wealthy, but a lack of conviction in their own competence. In essence, none of these psychological techniques will help you get rich if you don't think you deserve a rich life. Before using these 7 psychological techniques, be sure your self-belief matches your financial goals. Thank you guys so much for watching Boss Advisory. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and hit the bell so you get notified on every new incredible content we make for you. Have a wonderful day and see you on the next one.